Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. So today we're going to be working in the industrial yard area like we have been over the course of the last several videos. We're going to put up some trees and foliage and stuff like that. I still do not have all the detail parts that I want to use for the thing, so until we get those, I figured let's go ahead and get the foliage done, and then maybe, if it takes me long enough, maybe start working on some other locations around the layout. Getting started, before we jump into anything much, I just wanted to show you guys, it's a little bit dark over here right now, but this is the little shootout scene that we had before. As you guys may be able to see there, one of our guys is kind of leaning. I was kind of hopeful that wouldn't happen, so I may need something to prop him up. That's the trouble with using this hobby tack stuff. Sometimes it does not like to stick quite good enough. And also, before we get any further, I'd like to also show you guys what I've done with import motors here. I have kind of decided I wanted to change things around a little bit. I had the parking lot in the back, which made very little sense to me. But so now we've got the parking lot where all the cars are going to go. Now it is import motors, and there's Cadillacs here. So something tells me they're not importing very many motors right now. I am looking for some cars to put in this parking lot to replace those with, so that I can spread those out around the rest of the layout. So I need to find some actual something, Mercedes or Volkswagen, BMW, something, I don't know. Find something to put there. So, but I like the layout of it a little bit more, and its position and everything. So before, it was all right up next to the road, and that made very little sense to me, so I figured, well, let's move it to here. I think this works a little bit better. I tried a couple of different options, and I think this is the one that worked the best. And it looks pretty good. So I think that's probably where it's going to stay. I'm going to sleep on it, but I think that's probably where it's going to stay. So now let's go ahead and get on over to the yard here. Before we get started, just from over here, because it's a nice overview shot, I've got a couple of details planned. I know I've got something right there planned, but I really need to, while putting in the trees and everything, really need to think about how I want to put things in and everything. One thing I can say for certain is I don't like where the water tower is placed. So what I want to do is, I'll tell you what, let's go over that to that side, I suppose. It's in the shadow side, I guess, but whatever. So, I don't like where this water tower is placed. That I can tell you for certain, because if a train is going that way, then it doesn't matter if it stops for water there. But if a train is going this way, then it's blocking that crossing and probably that one. So, what I'm going to do, for the sake of it's a layout, and I can't really, that is the only spot that can go on that in this area. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put some trees right there for sure, kind of heavier trees right behind that building to kind of make that water tower move way over here, like a train's length that way down the line, and then this curve would be that way, so that it would be able to work. And then what would end up happening, it's about a train's length away. You get a train, stop for water, conductor out in the caboose and everything, says, you know what, I'm hungry. While we're stopping for water, let me grab a quick burger at Fat Mike's. I think it works out really well. So, that's probably a picture that I'll actually make. Because I think that's quite a funny little bit right there. But like I said, so the basic idea would be to put trees there in between, heavy trees, to kind of simulate the idea that this water tower is farther that way and through thick forested area, a train's length that way. So that's part of the idea. It's one of the thoughts that I had. A couple of other things. I've got one or two things on the way for as far as details go for this. I think I mentioned it in the last video. I've got something a couple of things that I kind of want to do back in that area, particularly with like an old rusty car or something there. But I still don't know exactly what details I want to put here. I'm still kind of working on that, so that makes it a little bit difficult. But realistically, in this yard area on this side of the curve, it's not going to be all that much in the way of foliage. It's really going to be working everything on this side of the curve. So everything inside the curve there is going to be more or less not have much foliage. I may put something small right there, but actually I will probably put something in that little spot right there between the factory and the concrete plant. Or is it cement? It's cement, isn't it? I got corrected about that, and I don't remember which it is. I'll have to go look at the comment. I do apologize. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So it's mostly going to be on this side of the curve that I want to do stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay guys, there it is. I am not 100% satisfied with it, but there it is. It just feels like there's this giant clump of trees right there, and that there's kind of not much else. So I may fiddle with it a little bit more to kind of make it look a little bit better, but I think I like the placement of everything that is here. I just maybe need to add another tree maybe there, maybe something else back here, and maybe over there by that industrial building or whatever that's part of the station, station office maybe, I don't know, whatever that is, something like that, just to kind of blend it in a little bit more. But I definitely do like what it looks like over here and everything. It looks really good. I added a couple of bushes. They're hard to see right there. Some trees, some stuff right there. And then I actually really do like how this spot came out. Like, look at that. Like, it actually looks pretty cool and like foresty and everything. The only problem is it doesn't kind of match the rest of the area and everything. The only other spot on the layout is maybe like right there where I think it might kind of match. So I may need to adjust, get some more trees and adjust things just a little bit, but I really do like it. I especially like it from like that angle and some stuff like that. Like, it looks really cool. And I like that it kind of finally really hides, like, look at this. It kind of hides that curve on the inner loop a lot better, to kind of make it look like it goes somewhere instead of just, you know, right there. You know, I really quite like it. But at the same time, it just doesn't feel like it fits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep on it, and I'm going to see, I may tinker with it a little bit more, and everything. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I think this looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm not 100% satisfied with it, but it does look pretty good. I think just a couple of adjustments elsewhere in some areas that aren't finished will actually make it blend in quite a bit better. So we'll kind of have to see how that goes. There's a lot of things about it that I really do like and everything, but I've got to go ahead and get on home, so I can't really show you guys in depth what I did, but you guys kind of can see some of it. I don't really want to bore you guys with each individual tree, of course, so. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and everything. I will be doing some more work on this. I've got some other projects around the layout that I want to get working on, and I want to start sometime in the next few weeks, hopefully. Granted, you guys probably won't see it for another month or two. I want to start working on modular setups, and start moving away from this main layout and into something smaller. Because I've got to face the facts, at some point this layout is going to need to be taken down, because this isn't my house. And I can come here all I want, but at the same time, starting to get a little bit difficult to do that, just with my schedule and everything. So I need something I can work on at home. So we're going to go modular for that until I have a big garage or basement or something. So, but I'm really excited to start that, because it means I can do some really cool things. I have some incredibly cool projects with that planned that I'm extremely excited to show you guys. I just got to get started with that. Of course, lumber is a pain to buy right now, so we'll see how many I can actually build right now, but I will get started with that hopefully soon, so I'll keep you guys updated on that and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, everybody.